as we get back into the action in the first quarter. Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Garoppolo's pass.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth.
It's now fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And now back out comes the offense. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do, because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in. Under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
Now this shot downfield on second down is
Adams got this. Let's go.
Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 64 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
On the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, nearly picked.
Come
But
on.
maybe lucky there. This guy hasn't dropped any defensively. Third down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field.
Oh.
Walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight,
Defense.
and knocked the ball away.
Wishnowsky on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get
go.
him down as he's inside the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way
First down still.
inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Did I say his name?
Now Jones.
Ooh, I'm gone. Let's go.
Taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Charlie Werner, the tight end, the intended target. But it'll be second and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
There's another example of playing football and strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
They're actually on pass it.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more to first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you start to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert, boy, he really made a name for himself with that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And it's taken in at the
go. Good thing about that, I don't got to do that. I don't even got to run if I don't want to.
1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second
Still
and
got
4.
6 yards. Let's go.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Don't walk out here, man.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. On play action, they'll throw. And Adams has it complete.
Fuck yeah, he did.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able
go,
to get the third
Adams.
down conversion. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They go back to the ground with Jones.
That ain't gonna work.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 49ers' 27-yard line.
2nd and 11. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lift their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. this one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
49er first down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a game
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Alexander.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo again. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
It's now 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
21. 49ers 3.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Packers take over first.
Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And they've got to figure out how to... About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
5-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
A 22-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Second half begins with a run from Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Right there. 54, right there.
And they'll run it again with Penny. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Rashad Penny, the ball
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. And that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league. And every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
2nd and 10.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Makes the score, Packers 27.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
54, come on. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Switch your head.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again to Jones. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 there. The Packers have a first. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 250 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, complete. It's Castillo. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
To number 87.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And inches. At the 49ers' 10-yard line.
Mike 5-4.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or worse, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him, and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Get in the way.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
At their own 5-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
San Francisco.
21. You're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the 49er 1st down.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
48-yard line. It's a game
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Right there. 54.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Garoppolo's
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Down and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, the 20, 10. Is that it? And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw out and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back.
What? He got face mask.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Open space inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they've faced adversity all year long. They had a fighting claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to go out of bounds. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself. but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo again. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that will be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass intended for Deebo Samuel.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
56, Mike, 56, right?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 2.
The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
49ers 3.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.